This is 75 West, 100 North in Manti, the old former carriage house to our house, the Frederick Walter Cox home. As you can see, this whole area is doing some restoration to its former glory, at least we're trying to. Let me just give you a tour of the exterior first. This is Main Street, just right there by that Sinclair, and another guy owns this ginormous shop, and this was the carriage house, the house, and then the little house back there, the bungalow, used to be the fifth wife to Walter Cox, who built this rock home. And they had this plot originally, and then they had this whole block behind here where all these homes are, where he had his lumber mill, and this was his son's house there, and his daughter's house over there in the corner. Pretty much all the pioneer homes in this area were children of the original guy, Walter Cox, who lived there. So this home wasn't, or this carriage house was built after Walter Cox, but we think it's probably about 100 years old. And you could see kind of as a storefront. I've got some old pictures I think I already sent with the original look of this carriage house. I believe the property line is about where this tree is. It goes back to that fence there, kind of in a Utah shape, including that chicken coop. And all this was added on. This is the laundry room. So it's full of laundry, and it's been fairly neglected, as you can tell. A lot of riffraff in and out of here over the years, culminating in a lot of their garbage. But you can see up there that how they built that roof up. So you've got that little valley coming down there, which has been a source of a lot of water damage. That metal roof is at least 10 years old, according to the neighbor who lives in that stone home back there. He's been there a number of years. Then the property goes to the wooden fence behind here, and then through the fence back there. Let me just take you around. And I apologize for the congestion. I'm actually overcoming a cold. Got a broken window there. Now what we'd like to do is bury all the spaghetti power lines, and we have everybody on board, which is why I reached out to the calls last fall again, was that they're a component to this. We want to bring in the power from over there and then bury it to that shop, and then over to that house, to the bungalow and our house. So all this stuff flying around is gone. This is the newer part of the carriage house. This is the only part that's built on a foundation, because this was a barn. Essentially, it was just built with wood siding on the earth. So you can see the foundation there. But then after that, the wood siding goes right down. There's quite a bit of wood rot. Looks like some critter holes down there. Another broken window. So they just put this vinyl siding over the original wood siding. Broken window there. Then you can see here the original floor is built up, multiple layers. So I mean, this was meant to support, wagons or horses or whatever. See the wood behind there. High quality insulation. This is the front room. As you can see, it's just as tidy as the exterior. But our hope is to turn this into, our kind of storage garage where we'd put bikes and things like that. A lot of animal fur. There used to be a stove here, but somebody must have come in and stolen that. Just close this door to block out some of the noise. The ceiling has quite a bit of water damage. You've got spots all over. The floor is fairly lumpy. And then it kind of slopes down into the kitchen here. But let's build up to the kitchen. Let's go over here to this little side bedroom. You'll see that they left a lot of personal artifacts. There's pretty rancid smells in here. This is that little outcropping that goes outside, that sticks beyond that covering to make this little closet. Quite a bit of damage. Water damage to the ceiling, as you can see. All this needs to be replaced. Our hope is to turn this into a little weightlifting area. Put a little treadmill or something in here. And then we'd like to pull all that vinyl siding off, repair the original siding if possible, and then put a new wood siding over the top of it to make it look like a barn. And then take the front door out and put barn doors here, big wide barn doors. This is laundry. There has been a long history of drug abuse in this part of the neighborhood, our house, this house, etc. And we've been cautioned several times to have a meth test done here, just based on who's lived here. But what we'd have to do is rip and replace all this stuff down to the studs anyway. I mean, the water damage, as you can see, is extensive. Everywhere you look. I don't know if this is even functional, this furnace. Probably not. A little makeshift closet here. They kind of took odds and ends and just pieced together this Hooverville of the house back over here to the where they, I don't know, I guess threw crap laundry. So we'll go back in here. Linoleum floor. Back into carpet. Here's the kitchen. I can't tell you how excited I would be to come in with a dumpster and throw all this stuff out. Unless, of course, you want these onions. Or if you want to bake some pork chops with cigarette butts. So our hope is to redo this space. The floor is the real concern because it slopes down this way. But it'd be fun to make a little guest quarter back here with a bedroom. And it's going to need all new appliances, countertops, cabinets. I don't see much water damage here. I think this is more part of the newer portion of the structure. But the bathroom, as we walk uphill, the floor has a lot of water damage. All this plywood is saturated and bloated. Here's some deodorant if you need any. water damage in the ceiling. Just cheapy tub. Needs an all-new bathroom. It's got just a little plexiglass window there. And this goes down to the water heater. See, this taps into the original carriage house. That's a very old wiring here. Knob and tube. Looks like, I don't know how much of that would have to be replaced. I'm guessing probably a lot of new wiring, at least update this old stuff. And then this goes down in the basement here. There's the water heater. Don't know if it's any good. It is from 1991. Guessing no longer good. Some old window mount air conditioners. And I don't know if I dare step on that. So we're in the basement here. So this must be for the toilet and the tub there. A lot of spider webs. I filled them across my face. Going back up here. So this is all, the newer edition. This is a very nasty smelling bedroom with 70s aluminum window that they put in. Little under the stairs storage. I don't know if that was a dead bird or a napkin. There's that guy. Some old mail. Then let's go upstairs. This is actually a pretty cool door. It looks like an antique door, but it's not. It's hollow core. But I like that 5-panel design. Okay, this is where I hold my breath. So we're going to go upstairs. And this smells like urine and fecal matter. Ugh. I don't see any water damage here, but obviously a rip and replace. New carpet. I don't know if the meth is a negative, then I suppose you could just fix the walls, try and seal in the odor, and then repaint. Oh, that's part of the why it smells like poop. There is poop. And if you want, there's your Bible. There you go. Another 70s aluminum window. See the backyard. So you can see the fence line there, and then the property comes over to the east and then back south. Makes a Utah state shape. 0.10 acres. These, typically in Manti, an acre goes for around 40, 50, 60,000 in there. So the acre of land is worth 4, 5, or 6,000, and then whatever value the house is. The problem is if you tear the house down, because it is there's baby pictures from their kids. Because this is on such a small lot, less than a quarter acre, you're not technically allowed to build anything. So there's the only value this has is if you were to completely redo this to re-rent it, or have one of the neighbors that borders the property to just buy it and absorb the land. Here's the back deck. And Manti City is well aware of this place, and in order to get it back up to snuff, I mean, this would take extensive remodeling. But these are some of the highlights. You can kind of see here, you go up the hill. I'm really hoping that the rot around the base of the structure isn't prohibitive. We'd really like to see this restored back to its carriage house days, and are worried that it would need to be disassembled and dumped, of which we've been told it cost about $6,000 or so to tear this down. But I really don't want to do that. I want to see it end up as it was back in the early 1900s.